Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be stuffing $300 from my husband's paycheck. Let's get started. Sorry it is a day late. We are still trying to get on a routine with our little guy, and that really is why. My husband's birthday is the next holiday. This is the holiday binder. It is fully funded. We are currently working on the 4th of July, and this week, since it's from the paycheck, it got $30, and that is in the form of a $50 bill. So we are adding that in. Our goal for the 4th of July is $400, since it is our first holiday that's gonna be in Indiana, so we will be closer to family, and we want to do a big cookout. So we currently have 155, so 155 in there. Hopefully we can do this one quickly so we can go ahead and start chugging along on the next holidays, because we have not even started Christmas yet. So that is the holiday binder. Moving on to the kids and dogs. In my son's college fund that we just started for him, he is getting $10 this week. And we just started this, but we do have a goal of $1,000. We are just trying to hit some of our other smaller goals first and then really go ham on this. We only have $60 in there so far, but that's pretty good. He's only a month old, so I'll take it. So we have $60. We are also starting his birthday. This is gonna be capped at $500, but it's getting $5 this week. It's getting that in the form of a 10. We are just slowly putting like $5 a week in here. Obviously we have a whole year to get this to $500. So $30 in his birthday fund. Now this is for presents, the party, absolutely everything. And if we don't use it all, it's just gonna carry over to next year, kind of like the holidays. If we don't use it all, it carries over to the next holiday. So it is a lot, but I do want to do some trips some years and whatever, so the money is always going to be the same. In my dogs, we are putting $10 as well. And they are up to 310. 1, 2, 3, 10. This is mainly just used for their vet visits and things. We are gonna get them spayed and neutered because neither one are. But that's probably gonna wait until after we move, to be honest. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know, like, it's been a whole process trying to get them spayed and neutered. So Pet Emergency is getting a 10. Once this gets to 500, we are gonna just close this out for now. So we are halfway there, which is very exciting. We have 100, 250, 60. So we'll get there. Slowly and steadily, we are getting there. So 260 in there, and that is all for this binder for now. We will eventually put in a baby number 2 envelope, but we are gonna wait a little bit on that. This is our expenses binder. All right, car insurance is getting $30 this week. That is in the form of a 50. We need to start putting a lot more in this. We are not gonna reach what we need because it's actually $1,200 that we need. I just looked. So we are gonna have to start putting a lot more in this. It currently has 500, 600, 650, and it is due on June like 8th, and it is already towards the end of April. So we gotta get going on this, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. Next up is health insurance. It is getting $10. This is just for whatever gap there is between my husband getting out of the military, his TRICARE, and whatever insurance we get afterwards. He does technically have until the end of June with TRICARE because he is using his separation leave. So he gets out next month, but the health insurance will carry over. We have 1, 2, 3, 400, 410. We're only gonna put this to 500, and then we're not gonna put any more in there. But we will be looking soon because my little guy's shots are gonna be due right after TRICARE ends, so we need to make sure we have something that will carry him over. Month ahead is getting $10 this paycheck. It is getting a $20 bill. Alright, so in here we have 1,000, 100, 200, 320. So $1,320 a month ahead, which is very exciting. It's just our emergency fund. And right now, our goal for the year is $4,300 to fully fund it. I don't really expect to be able to fully fund this year. However, this number is going to change as well. It might go up, it might go down. This is for like groceries and everything that we spend in a month typically. But again, we are moving very, very soon. So it's going to change, and that's okay. Car maintenance, we did just have to use this for my husband's truck. It is getting a $20 bill this week. And that puts us up to $70 in that. So we are building that back up. Once it reaches 100, I will probably slow back down to like 10s and 20s tens, 15s every week. Just because I have a brand new car. My husband's car just got fixed, so hopefully we have some time before the next thing happens. Closing costs is getting its normal $20. I'm not gonna put more in this. Like, this is really just to help us. Hopefully, like, we can do like we did with our last house and just include our closing costs in our mortgage, and then we only had to pay around $1,000 for the rest of it. So that's what I'm hoping for. If it ends up being more than we have here, we're just gonna pull it out of our either our emergency savings or even just our house fund money. So we have 1,000, 100, 220. So 1,220 in closing costs. It would be nice to take this envelope out and not have to save for that anymore. Moving on, clothes this week got $10. So we are putting 10 in there. We are at $60 in clothes. This only gets stuffed with the paycheck or any extra like money that comes in. Same with the next few. Subscriptions gets 10. This, oh, wrong thing. It gets a 50. It's getting 10 this week, but it gets a 50, and we are at 55. Once we fully fund this with the year-long subscriptions that we have right now, which are Sam's Club, which comes out in January, and Microsoft, which comes out in March, we will save up to switch one of our monthly subscriptions to this as well, so that hopefully we can start saving some money there as well. Vacuum gets $10 this week, and it also is getting a $50 bill. This is going to be for any household expenses, like of items that we need, not necessarily like household upgrades. And it will switch. Right now we definitely need a new vacuum. We have two dogs with long hair. So that's what we are working towards right now. And then medical is our last thing in here. It is currently on pause since we got it to 500. And we have TRICARE at the moment, so we don't really have to pull anything out for medical too much. This is our growth binder. We did get investment to 500. The 500 is going to go on our car. I just have not pulled it out yet. So let's see. It's getting $10. Sorry, I'm very tired. It's getting $10 this week, and that is going to be in the form of a 20. So we have a total of 500 in the bank, 20. So 520. The goal is 1,000 for the year, so it's nice to know that we are already over halfway there. Retirement, this is separate from my husband's retirement through work. It's getting $10 this week. We also have a goal of $1,000 for the whole year. So we are currently at 100, 200, 300, 50, 60. So $360. $360. College is not getting stuff this week. Business is getting $5, and that pushed it to a 100. So it is getting a $100 bill. So we in business are currently at 500 in the bank, 600 altogether. So 600. And then my husband's new truck is getting $20, and that is going to be in the form of a 50. The goal for the year is 500. We are trying to get this one there first. So it is nice that we are finally halfway there. So we have 100, 200, 250. And then that ends the stuffing for the growth binder. Last but not least, we have our fun binder, which gets stuffed from the paycheck mainly. Starting off in day trips, it is getting $10. This is just for any fun little trips we want to take. It is currently at 15. We can also pull from this for like vacations and stuff, like when we go do things actually on vacation. We just used it when our family came into town. Weekend trips is getting a $10 bill. This is more for like camping trips or like little weekend excursions. We have 110 in there. We are kind of hoping to go camping sometime next month before we leave Virginia. But we'll see, because we do have a little one. So if you have any tips and tricks, leave them below. Vacation is getting $20 this week. It is getting a $20 bill. And we do hope to take our first family vacation at the end of May, beginning of June-ish, just because we haven't been a lot because of COVID and the military and everything. And now we have a little boy, so why not take a vacation to kind of celebrate him getting the birth of my son, as well as my husband getting out of the military. So in vacation, we are currently at $120.45, so $145. All right, moving on. Memberships is getting skipped. After military is getting $20, and so that is in the form of a 100 and a 10. This is for any extra expenses we weren't planning on coming across when he gets out, and whatever is left will go towards that vacation that I was talking about. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 410. Now, we are going to be pulling out of this probably In the next video, my husband did just have to go to Indiana for his job interview. So the hotel cost and everything will probably come out of this. And then last but not least, we are putting in gifts this week. We are putting in $10, and that is in the form of a 20. So we are currently at $20, $40, $60, $80 in gifts. So 80 in gifts. This is just for like birthdays and stuff. And that is all for the video this week. Thank you guys so much for checking in, and I will see you next week. Have a good weekend.